This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Clark Kellogg and Doris Burke. The story so far: no team has ever come back from a 3-1 deficit, but the Utah Jazz are trying to change the history books. They pulled out a win in Game 5. They have forced a Game 6 here at home. Clark, what should we look for?
Well, we'll start with Karl Malone, Kevin. He absolutely went off in Game 5, and you have to think he may have another big game in him for this one. But the Bulls have some things to look forward to as well. In each of their last 4 title runs, Kevin, they closed it out in Game 6. So something about Game 6 is really in the Bulls' favor.
Good stuff, Clark. The Bulls will be looking for Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen to lead them to their 6th championship in the last 8 years. Clark, a truly remarkable run if they can finish here.
And Kevin, the Bulls do want to finish it right here. They want to avoid a Game 7 in this raucous building at all costs. To do that, they'll need a big game from both Pippen and Jordan. But those two are superstars of the highest order, so that's not too much to ask. They accept that responsibility, and I'm looking forward to a fantastic finish in Game 6.
You have set the table well, my friend. Here we go. Let's go to our great sideline reporter, Doris Burke, for an update. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, in talking to Karl Malone before the game, he came off as fairly confident about how this series has played out so far. He told me, as crazy as it sounds, even though they're down 2-3, he likes their position and feels good about their chances to win the series. We'll see just how crazy that sounds as soon as this game plays out, guys.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Well, Clark, you look at how well Malone has played in Game 5. You have to think he is feeling the momentum with this series right now.
Yeah, Kevin, but even with that momentum, they still have to take this one and the next one to pull out the series. I'm not sure I'm as confident as Karl is. As a matter of fact, I'm not quite as confident as Karl is.
So with Rodman on the bench, this is Phil Jackson's lineup. They've got Harper. Pippen is out there with Tony Kukoc. And it's Michael Jordan and Longley. So, Clark, here we go, Game 6. Bulls only took 2 of 3 at home, and we're back here in Salt Lake City, Utah.
And, Kevin, you look back at the last game with Pippen and Jordan both struggling. You have to like the Jazz's chances to take this to Game 7, especially in front of this raucous crowd.
Here's Jordan after the made shot from Karl Malone. Michael to shoot, and Jordan gets it to go. Jordan's got his 2nd basket of the game.
He's just so gifted offensively. He's a tough guy to match up with.
Tipped. Harper against Stockton. Shoots over Harper. And there's another one for the Jazz.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint and burying the shot. That's exactly how it's done.
Jordan against Hornacek. Pulls the trigger. Longley snags it. It's Jordan on the wing. Behind the arc. Jordan with another miss.
He hasn't been able to get on track here.
And stolen by Jordan. Picked up by Stockton. Jordan with another miss.
Well, he's had a tough time shooting the ball today. His percentage has been way down compared to what he normally does. I think that's a big reason that they're down.
Now here's Jordan. Stolen. Stockton outside. Malone left side. Pippen gets the rebound.
An outstanding pick there, and he still couldn't get the basket. Next time he gets a look that good, he's got to make it count.
Jordan against Russell. Here's Longley. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Michael Jordan.
You can't let guys get so close to the hoop like that. You got to bump them and chuck them a little bit as they come through the paint. Make them feel you.
Here's Stockton. Leads him with the pass. Had a piece of it. Chicago trailing here. Here's Jordan. And he lays that one up and in for 2. Jordan's got 6 points. You look at all the games the Bulls have played this year, they have to be physically beat.
And for Jordan, he's played in all of them. This is his 103rd game of the season. You think about that, and that is pretty much 3 college seasons all back to back to back. Amazing he's still logging the minutes he is and playing at the level he's playing at.
The Jazz again can't hit it. Here's Chicago.
The lob was a little misjudged, and he couldn't get control of it.
And it's Russell missing.
I think the defense was crowding him a little bit, threw him off some, so he had to fade just to get room to shoot, and then couldn't adjust.
Now here's Jordan. Another one falls for Chicago.
This is what happens when the defense lags. Wrong guy to give an opening to.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. Chicago making some changes. Dennis Rodman, he's checked in for Kukoc. And Steve Kerr is subbed in for Ron Harper. Here is Stockton. About 3.5 minutes left in the first. Defended by Kerr. Keefe, covered by Longley. It's off his leg, and it's whistled a kick. Here is Stockton. Keefe, covered by Longley. Hornacek, blocked.
The defense has really limited them to a low percentage here in this half, and they've done it because they've pressured the ball, they've moved their feet, and they've challenged shots.
Stockton gets the whistle for blocking. That is his first foul of the game.
A little too much body contact there. You have to stay in front of the ball handler by moving your feet, or you'll get tagged with that call every time.
Here's Jordan. 8 points for him. Lets it go from the wing. Again, Chicago.
Boy, this is fun to watch. This guy is putting on a show right now. He's making it look really easy.
Stockton with a quiet game 5 from a scoring output, but Clarkey, he helped lead the Jazz in that road win.
You know, he only had 6 points in that game, Kevin, but he did have 12 assists. So he got everybody else involved, and maybe most importantly, the 5 steals. You give the Bulls 5 possessions in that game, and this series is over in 5 instead of going into a 6 game.
Malone against Kerr, picked up by Stockton. Stockton against Jordan. Fires from 14. Jordan with another miss. Jazz trail by 3. And now our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, has some info for us. Doris, take it away.
Kevin, talking to Coach Jerry Sloan before the game, he told me one matchup he's worried about in this one is how Karl Malone is going to deal with Toni Kukoc on the perimeter. We'll be seeing a lot of that matchup, and the winner of it could be the difference in this basketball game. Guys?
Thanks, Doris. Both those players certainly made a big difference for their team the last game. Kukoc and Malone, that is. 2
very different styles when you look at those players, Kevin. One is a shooter and a finesse player. The other is a banker. It should be an interesting matchup.
Here is Stockton. The Bulls getting the bucket. Hornacek kicks to Russell. 3-pointer from Stockton. And that's collected by Longley. The Bulls leading by 3. Outside Jordan. He's guarded by Russell. Jordan pulls. The shot's good from Jordan. Jordan's got 12 points in the game. Utah calls timeout. Making a switch here, the Bulls. Here is Stockton. 1:18 left in the first quarter. Up top, Hornacek, guarded by Jordan. The 3. A nice shot by Hornacek. He has 5.
Now that's great court vision, Kevin. Even when he was about to shoot, he was still able to spot the open man.
Outside Jordan. Let's go with the 3. Jordan can't get that one to fall.
Oh, and did he ever want that 3 as payback? Unfortunately, he couldn't return the favor.
Clark, one thing that is critical for the Bulls is to have Rodman play effective defense on Malone.
That's a big part of what the Bulls hope will happen in this series, Kevin. And he's capable of doing that. We saw it in Game 4 where he really bothered Malone. Rodman hit those 2 big free throws in that game, but it was his defense that was the key.
Now here's Jordan. Jordan can't get that one to fall.
Tough miss. They got a good look, just couldn't capitalize.
Pass to Stockton. Here's Malone working on Rodman.
Well, he faded away on it for no good reason. He shouldn't have made that shot harder than it had to be.
Some great action here as the first quarter concludes. Bulls lead by 2.
Yeah, they've done a great...
A closely contested game here at the start of the second quarter. Here is Stockton. On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Kerr out there with Michael Jordan. Then there's Pippen. Then there's Bill Wennington. Chicago leading. Michael Jordan on the wing. Hornacek covering from the wing. Jordan's shot is off. And Utah has possession. Trailing by 2. Rodman against Russell. Rodman passes to Jordan. Looking to heat up a bit. Oh, he's bumped by the D and he'll go to the line. First one falls for him. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Stockton. Malone left side. Malone missing again.
I think he's really starting to lose confidence in his shot. Those misses are getting to him.
Well, Game 5 was in Chicago, Clark, when they had that 3-1 series lead, and you have to think they would have liked to have closed it out at home.
They would have, but things are going to get really tough quick here in Utah because of that. They were able to take 2 of 3 in Chicago, though, and still hold the series lead, so they've got to feel pretty good about themselves.
The Bulls leading by 6. The tray kept alive. Another shot. Here's Jordan. Jordan with another miss.
It's not been a day to remember, but if they get the win, I'm sure being the team player that he is, he'll be fine.
Russell guarded by Jordan. He goes up again. A shot by Stockton, no good.
He's been AWOL this quarter. When his team is down and in need of some scoring from him, he hasn't shown up.
Rodman with a screen on Hornacek. The dump off from downtown. Kerr's shot is good.
I tell you what, he'll be quite contented to sit out there beyond the arc and knock down shot after shot if they're going to play defense like that. Tighten it up out there.
To end the run. A nice shot by Hornacek. 7 points in the game.
He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
Pass to Jordan. Look out! Jordan takes flight with the monster jam.
A thing of beauty, Kevin. Always known to be a high flyer. He's doing it again.
Boy, he is. You know, you love to have that kind of skill set on your team that can spark your whole offense.
Gets the bench up every time.
Stockton outside. Jordan against Hornacek from 11 feet away. And there's another one for the Jam.
When you get a hot hand like him, it's real simple. You need to keep going with it.
Outside Jordan. Hornacek covering. Michael to shoot. Jordan with another miss.
Well, Kevin, they need to crash the boards effectively here.
With the wide open look. Hornacek, no luck. The Bulls leading by 7. Here's Jordan. On the money. Jordan's got 20 points. Here's Stockton. About 4.5 minutes left in the second. Pippen Clark still suffering from that bad back. How can he manage to be effective in this one?
Well, you know, he's got to pick and choose his spots. He won't have the same explosiveness that he normally has, but they'll try to post him up some to get him some touches in the offensive half based on that approach.
Jordan's up. And it's Jordan with the jam. Here is Stockton. Utah calls timeout. Ladies and gentlemen. Making a switch here, the Bulls. Here is Stockton. Right side, Russell. Jordan snatches it inside. Chicago with the ball. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Picked up by Stockton. Down low. And jammed in for two. Good eyes and hands there. Set it up.
Uh-oh. A little bit of a statement made there while he hung on the rim.
That's one way to make sure the whole building knows exactly what you just did. It's tipped.
Boy, the turnovers are piling up pretty quickly here. We've seen them doing quite a bit of sloppy ball handling.
That's their third turnover in this quarter. Stockton against Harper. 4 on the clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Jordan. Again, Chicago. Now Stockton. Jeff Hornacek on the wing. And Malone backing in. Here's Russell. Iron Jordan against the kind roll and goes in. He has 5. And here are the Bulls now. They're on a 17-6 run. Tony Kukoc really turning in. Clark, an impressive performance for the Bulls in Game 5.
How about 11 of 13 shooting on his way to 30 points? And when they really needed it with Pippen hurting as he was. The Bulls still lost that game, but he was the reason it was as close as it was.
And the Bulls making a change here. He hits the second from the line. Here is Harper. 2:23 left in the half. Kukoc a screen on Hornacek.
Utah foul call. Jeff Hornacek. First personal foul, 2 seconds.
Watch outside.
Here's Jordan. He's got 24. Harper kicks to Pippen. Malone reels it in. And Utah has possession. A 12-point game. Russell back to Stockton. Got a piece of it.
2 minutes remaining.
Stockton against Harper. Pass to Jordan. And here's Kukoc. No points for him. Shot's good.
They had a lot of trouble with their shot in the first quarter, but have found the touch here in the second.
Now here's Stockton. He's guarded by Harper. Stockton against Harper. Hornacek. 5 to shoot. The basket is good. The assist from Stockton. 12 points for him. Here's Chicago. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Back to Harper. From deep. No good. And Utah the other way. Stockton outside. The open shot by Malone. That's good. And a nice assist from Stockton. Malone's got his second basket.
I think they might want to take a few more chances with the three-point shot here. You know, they haven't attempted as many so far, but the defense is packed in, so the three-point shot is available.
Clark, if you're Utah here, what are you trying to get done strategy-wise?
Well, in this game, it's more of don'ts than do's. They need to slow the pace and not get into a back-and-forth game where Kukoc can really excel. He likes to be in the open floor. They can't afford another game where he goes off like he did in Game 5. He's just decided to put the team on his back and take over the scoring load this quarter.
A A challenging stretch here for Utah. Down by 15. Stockton with it.
Way too many turnovers from him in this one, Kevin.
Here's Jordan. Takes it up. Tries to drop it in, but it won't go. 15-point game. Here's Russell. Good, he hits the jumper. 8 points for him. Now Jordan. Here's Pippen. What a buzzer beater.
That's simply a big-time shot right there, Kevin. To have that amount of concentration with the clock winding down is something special. A lot of players don't have that.
And the first half is now in the books.
How about Michael Jordan in this one? He's got 26 points and 2 steals as well. His defense has been equal to his offense today, and both have been great.
Bulls out front, up by 15. Here is Stockton. Brian Russell is out there with Malone. Then there's John Stockton. Then it's Jeff Hornacek. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. And so here is Chicago. 15-point game. From deep, Jordan. And Russell pulls it down. And it's Utah's ball. 15-point game. Kukoc against Stockton. Pass to Malone. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Tough interior defense means not allowing easy baskets. Good foul.
And the first one drops. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And the writing must be on the wall for this Bulls team after this year, but what a run, Clark, it has been.
It sure has been, Kevin. It'll be hard to believe that they'll bring everyone back for next year. But that will only fuel their fire for going out on top with title number 6. He clearly had the speed advantage there, and he used it to burn the D for the sweet hoop. Nice play.
Here's Hornacek. 12 points for him. Wasn't careful with his position. He gets nailed with the backcourt violation.
Chicago ball.
Here's Jordan. 15-point game. Hornacek covering. Harper with the ball. For 3. Russell is on it. He's picked up by Pippen. Stockton passes to Malone. No good. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Only one half of basketball stand between Michael Jordan and the Bulls getting their 6th NBA title. Got the bucket and the foul.
Very impressive, the strength and determination you saw there. A potential 3-point play, Kevin. Jordan having a terrific game. 31 points and 2 steals. This game is all about him right now.
And Malone backing in. And stolen by Jordan.
And you know, he's really struggled this game holding on to the basketball.
Deflected. Malone with the steal. Poked away. Stolen by Pippen. Stockton against Jordan. And oh, that was close. He draws the foul. He'll shoot 2.
Looked like a good call from here where I sit. Definitely some contact on that shot.
That one is off.
2 shots.
No good on the second free throw. And so here is Utah. They trail by 18. To the middle. Hornacek guarded by Jordan. Malone against Kukoc. Off the screen. The Jazz again can't hit it.
I'm sure he'd like to have a do-over here. He just hasn't been able to make a significant contribution in this one.
You think about Game 6 for the Bulls, Clark, that seems to be their lucky number when it comes to finals.
Well, you look at the last 4 finals, Kevin. I mean, wins going back to 1992. They have all been in Game 6. That doesn't bode well for the Jazz or their fans.
And Russell gets it to go. Here is Harper. About 5.5 minutes left in the third. Wasn't watching the line there. That's going to be an over and back. And the Jazz call time here.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Jazz dancers.
Here's Hornacek. He's got 12. Nails it from close range. 14 points for him.
That's exactly the way you practice it. Hit the open man for the great look.
Stockton against Harper. Longley with the bucket. And the Bulls lead by 16.
Beautiful delivery with the bounce pass. He kept it away from the defense, which set up the shot perfectly.
Kukoc against Hornacek. Goes up. Jordan knocks it away. Chicago with the ball. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Top of the key. And it's Chicago scoring again.
He's been extremely active out there, and he has the stats to prove it. Terrific hustle.
Russell against Pippen. Here's Malone, and that's floated right up and in. Malone's got 8 points.
You can't let them get that close to the hoop if you're the defense. Come on.
First free throw is good. And the Bulls making a change here. Kerr's checked in. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. And so here is Chicago. They led by as many as 18 points. He's covered by Stockton. Jordan hangs. Michael Jordan again. Jordan's got 35.
He's really been the focus of their offensive game plan, and he's come through for his team as they've built this lead.
Here is Stockton. Pass to Malone. Guarded by Kukoc. With the fadeaway. And it's Malone missing. Smooth sailing for Chicago. They lead by 17. Here's Jordan. Kept alive. Pippen kicks to Jordan. Offline. And it's Utah's ball. 17-point game. Now Stockton. He's picked up by Pippen. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Pippen.
And that's his second turnover in this quarter alone.
Jordan. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. 37 points for Jordan. Here comes Stockton. Jordan is tagged with the reach. That's his first foul.
Michael Jordan. First personal foul, team's third.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
You can't be careless with the ball. That's a loss of focus, plain and simple.
Here's Longley. 19-point game. Hornacek passes to Stockton. And Malone backing in. Here's Hornacek. But they get it back. Stockton. Great finish in traffic. Stockton's got 6.
That's really a terrific look inside. Set him up beautifully.
Pass to Jordan. Hornacek covering. Here's Kukoc. Off from three-point land. And so here is Utah. Trailing by 17. Knocks it loose.
Kevin, you know, they're behind, and you've got to point to all of those turnovers as a big reason why.
Here is Stockton. He has 6. And here's Russell. He dishes it, and Malone backing in. It's blocked. They retain possession. And the Bulls making a change here. Here's Kerr. He's got 5. Pass to Jordan. Hornacek covering. Kukoc, a screen on Hornacek. Here's Kerr. Scooped up. Now Kukoc. It's in. He has 5. Here is Stockton. 52 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Malone. The basket is good. The assist from Stockton. Malone's got 10 points. Smooth sailing for Chicago. Pass to Jordan. And they double up Jordan. Jacks up the triple. Kept alive. Here's Kerr. Deflected by Malone. And it's Utah's ball. 19-point game. Malone right side. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one.
That's his first personal foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
Karl Malone. 2 shots.
And he can't hit the second.
Right now, they're benefiting from the whistles. If they can come back to win the game, you can point to their willingness and aggressiveness in taking the ball to the hole as the main reason.
And 3 from... What a big-time shot to beat the buzzer.
You got to be cool and confident to hit a shot like that. He is, and he delivers.
So up. Here's Kerr. So with Rodman on the bench, this is Phil Kerr. And it's Jordan slamming it down.
Oh, my goodness. Nobody stopped the ball. The D made that much too easy for him.
At the line. Michael Jordan. 81.
Luke Longley's checked in for Dennis Rodman. The and one is good, so a three-point play that time. Here's Stockton. Jordan against Hornacek. No good. Now Chicago takes it the other way.
Kevin, they've got the edge here in rebounding. They're doing a good job of blocking out and then pursuing the basketball. That's good fundamental action.
That falls in on the layup coming off the feed.
Assisted by
Here is Stockton.
Michael Jordan.
Defended by Kerr. Got a piece of it. Baseline jumper. A nice shot by Hornacek.
A good pass, Kevin, is a combination of timing and accuracy. That was excellent. He was in mid-shot, but dished it off when he saw the open man.
Stockton against Kerr. Kerr against Stockton. Malone is doubled. Kicks it out to Hornacek. Clock at 4. That's good, and a nice assist from Stockton.
That's exactly how you break down the double team. Get the ball to a teammate for the open bucket.
Takes it up. A nice shot by Jordan. Jordan's got 45 points.
When he gets it going like this, you got to double team him. That's your only hope.
Kick it out. Don't let him shoot that.
Now here's Malone. D right on him.
That was vicious. I mean, real vicious. He hung on the rim just to say, you realize this is my basket, don't you?
Yeah, that is a nice finishing touch, Clark.
You think he bent the rim there, Kevin?
I think he did, sure. Look at him. Jordan, Michael Jordan again. He's shooting 20% from deep.
I'll tell you what, he's been an efficient scorer for them. He executes, takes good shots, and he always seems to make a basket when it's needed most. He's excellent at timely baskets. They've been really strong on the glass thus far.
Sure have. For three, and again it's the Bulls from deep.
For three.
Here is Stockton. About 5.5 minutes left to the fourth. Passes back. Here's Malone. It falls short.
This is one of the key reasons why they're losing. You have to get more production out of your core star players.
It's Jordan on the wing. Hornacek covering. And here's Longley. Clock at 4. Russell grabs the board. Stockton outside. And Malone backing in. Here's Hornacek. It's in for 3. 21 points in the game.
Kevin, that's just not good defense. You can't be giving players of his talent level looks like that. Come on now.
Here's Kerr. Pass to Jordan. Kerr against Stockton. Kerr's shot is good. Here is Stockton. Right around. 4 minutes left in the game. Defended by Kerr. Three-pointer from Stockton. Kept alive. Here's Malone. And good, they convert on the second chance.
He's really flipped the script with his performance here in the second half.
Bulls with the ball. They're closing in on their 6th championship. And they double up Jordan. It stays here.
Remains full.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group.
Scottie Pippen.
Here's Harper. It's dumped off. Here's Pippen. And yep, that falls, and the foul is called. We'll see him shoot one from the free throw line. Making a switch here, the Bulls.
At the line for the Bulls. Scottie Pippen.
Dennis Rodman. He's checked in for Chicago. And he makes the free throw.
Looking at the game Pippen has been having, he's got 8 points, and his 2 steals round out those numbers nicely.
Now here's Stockton. And Malone backing in. The baseline, Jay can't hit. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Just over 3 minutes left to the fourth. Hornacek against Pippen. Drops it in from 12 feet.
I thought that was a real good job to look for the shot they wanted and then be patient enough to wait for it.
And the Jazz call time here. They're behind by 29. 2:49 left in the game. So for the Bulls, new coach comes in for Dennis Rodman. And it's Jordan in for Scottie Pippen. And Utah has possession. 13 feet out. A nice shot by Hornacek. He's got 23. And here we go with Steve Kerr. A 3-ball. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
These guys are putting on a clinic. They're playing with confidence, and their offense is really flowing.
Stockton with it. Defended by Kerr. Hornacek outside. Keefe. Hits the front rim and in.
Kevin, the hook shot is such a weapon. I'm surprised so few players use it.
And so here is Chicago. Kukoc with it. Pass to Jordan. Back to Kukoc. Now here's Jordan. Drains it from short range.
Assist from
Jordan's got 49 points in the game.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him, and he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
Here's Russell. That's good, and a nice assist from Stockton.
Kevin, he didn't hesitate that time. The D gave him a step, and he just pulled up and drained the three.
And here's...
Well, Kev, I think it's safe to say they've got this one wrapped up.
Here is Stockton. 1:17 left in the fourth. Hornacek outside. Back to Stockton. Dumps it off. Great anticipation.
When you compare these two clubs, they're losing the battle of turnovers right now.
Jordan can't get it to go. And it's Utah's ball. Stockton left side. And there's Karl Malone on the assist by Stockton. Here's Kerr. 46 seconds left in the game. And it's Jordan with the jam.
They're leading by double digits, and I'd say this game is essentially done.
To Hornacek. Guarded by Jordan. And here's Russell. Fires the three. Michael Jordan grabs the miss. And there's the dunk.
Right on the verge of victory now. They don't need much more than to just take care of the basketball.
Here's Stockton. Now Hornacek. Jacks up a three. Bushler corrals the long rebound. Here comes Kerr. Good as it goes. It's off. And so it's final. The Bulls win the title. Michael Jordan, Clark, and Scottie Pippen get their 6th ring. What an amazing season for the Bulls.
Well, we can shuttle all that talk about them coming back next year. Right now, they are on top of the world again. And you look at what this team has done in the 90s, Kevin, and you're talking about one of the all-time great NBA dynasties.
And that'll wrap it up for Clark Kellogg and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan, and thanks for tuning in.